Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we got something special in store. We're diving into the enchanting world of acapella music with a reaction to Drunken Sailor by the incredible VoicePlay. Now if you guys haven't heard of VoicePlay before, you're in for a real treat. These guys are known for mind-blowing vocal talents and captivating performances. Now I couldn't be more thrilled to experience this with you because I've seen this pop up so many times that you should go ahead and try to check this one out. For those of you who've been with us before, you already know the drill. We're in for a roller coaster of emotion, some jaw-dropping harmonies, Jeff blowing our faces off, and maybe a few surprises, because they're always so known for that. So grab your headphones, get comfortable, and let's embark on this magical journey together as we react to Drunken Sailor by VoicePlay.
When up she rises, early in the morning.
Just that sensual harmony, just starting it right off the bat. It's already, my seat shrunk. I had to fix that. But right off the bat, they are just already blowing you out of the water. I think I've said it multiple times before in multiple different videos, is that VoicePlay, they always get better and better, and of course their set designs, especially in Panda Crew Studios, have been absolutely amazing. It is absolutely really cool to see, and being able to see some of the different lighting textures that they use in the background, just in the first little bit there is already so much. And of course costume design wise, like, I think they always kill it on costume design. Always. Like, I haven't seen a VoicePlay video where the costumes weren't on point for the most part. Just
What will we do with a drunken sailor? What will we do with a drunken sailor?
What will we do with a drunken sailor?
Early in the morning. When up she rises, when up she rises. Shave his belly with a rusty razor, shave his belly with a rusty razor, shave his belly with a rusty razor. Early in the morning.
it's just so jaunty. Like, normally when you listen to like sea shanties or any sort of like call and response kind of music, sea shanties are probably the most popular for these. A lot more of it is just kind of like, originally with sea shanties, they were supposed to be something that kind of keeps you more or less engaged and entertained with the activity you're doing on the ship. A lot of it is for different ones. I believe Johnny Lever was like ones where you were down below doing the bilge, and you know, it's the end of the voyage and you're finally making it to shore. And Drunken Sailor, Lever, Johnny are probably the two most popular out of that category. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more, I just don't remember the names of them for the most part. It's so jaunty. It wants you to get moving, it wants you to move around, which is really cool to see, because it's kind of like this whole kind of like in a bar setting in a tavern on some distant shore somewhere.
When up she rises, when up she rises. Put him in a longboat till he's sober, put him in a longboat till he's sober, put him in a longboat till he's sober. Early in the morning.
Lane's beatboxing has been just ever getting better, and this is apparent in this one because you can hear a lot more of it. Like, a lot of times they've been focusing on a lot of the central harmonies and a lot of the bass notes, and you get a lot of the bass notes as well, but it's nice to kind of see the beatboxing kind of have its own section of spotlight. Having it as the more central spotlight is actually really cool to see, and just being able to see his talent just kind of skyrocket out of there. And of course the rest of the game is just taking it up from there and just really pulling out some of the great stops with it. The camera work is so smooth, and of course you got some of the great editing. What is that? A whale? We're replaying Jonah and the whale right now, but in the middle. And VoicePlay does that. They do definitely put a smile on my face, and being able to just really see them do a whole lot with it.
Stick him in a scupper with a hose pipe bottom. Stick him in a scupper with a hose pipe bottom. Stick him in a scupper with a hose pipe bottom.
Oh man, people weren't wrong when I said you would really enjoy this, and I really am enjoying this. It's just some of the different things that they're going for. Jeff going in with that super low note. I'm not exactly sure which note that is, but that is, I think one of his lower notes too. That just kind of pull the entire bass line together, and then you got so much going on. He's having the time of his life right now. I can really tell you that, but um. I would too if I were able to, chill out in a tavern with some amazing crewmates like that.
Souls aboard, old salts are we. We've raised the sails for open sea. Grind deep, we hold our keep, no matter sink or swim. Believe me, lads, the scallywag is 3 sheets to the wind.
I'm gonna carve his heart out.
And we should make him listen to VoicePlay while we do it.
You.
I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever heard a different verse like that. And maybe I'm not listening to the right song, or did they add that? I'm not exactly sure. Did they add that part? I know they added the VoicePlay one to it, obviously, but that first one, like the 3 sheets of the wind, is that something they added? I want to have to go back and check, and of course, I want to go back and check, and you're either going to see some kind of note or not. And of course, you guys can let me down in the comments below. But I love it. Maybe I should make him listen to VoicePlay while we're at it. And out of 10, best. But yeah, they do such an amazing job with it, and of course they're keeping it fun and lighthearted to a song that's usually a lot more mellowed and more about the call and response to it. I don't know. Does that make sense? It probably doesn't make sense.
Or a monster.
That's what we do with a drunken sailor. That's what we do with a drunken sailor.
That's what we do with a drunken sailor. Lie in the morning. Way and up she rises. Way and up she rises. Way and up she rises. Early in the morning.
She rises.
That sustained note, that was just the pure talent that coming out of them is just, I can't praise it enough, right? But being able to just really blow you out of the water with that last like big note before towards the end of the song, which is absolutely amazing. Again, incredible talent when it comes to everything, whether it's their voices, the cinematography, when it comes to the lighting, the costumes. Lane and Jeff has been pretty cool with it. And of course, I did see a couple of comments that Ellie, again, I don't understand how I keep forgetting the punctuation of his name or pronunciation of his name. So I apologize. I'm always going to apologize because it's just, I see it as Eli, and I know that he says it a different way. Does a ton of the lighting on the production studio floor, so being able to see like his take on the lighting is actually quite interesting, and just the way that they're really like casting some of the darkness in the background, but keeping it light and jaunty more towards the front. And of course, the different offset with the colors definitely helps bring out a little bit of the griminess, but also really highlights the features as well. Wow. That is just, is there more to it?
I tells him, I'm like, hey, I'm not drunk. I'm just tired because you simpletons been singing all night. Well, These harmonies aren't going to rehearse themselves, are they? Piss off! Way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises, early in the morning. Once again.
Yeah, there we go. That's the one that you're more or less, or a lot more or less, that people are familiar with. It's just the bar, you know, or the tavern. Somebody starts it, and everybody just kind of starts like roughly harmonizing with it, and you can tell they're having a good time with the calm response to a part of it, and it's just that's the one that people recognize the most. And of course, VoicePlay putting their own general spin on it, which is absolutely great. Being able to hear some of the beatboxing that comes into it, that really puts a different perspective onto the song. A lot more of the big jaunty feel, the really one to, as they did early, get up and dance. That's great. Their acting is definitely getting better too. Like there have been points where I've seen older videos, and they're getting better with their staging, their acting. They're really getting better at just everything. And it's just, again, it's always so cool to see kind of a journey that they take on this as well. I've been reacting to them for a while. I have quite a few videos on them, but every single video that goes, you see them progress a little bit more. You see them progress in the acting, you see them progress in lighting, in the studio, the just everything. See, this is what I mean. Like when you're looking at, when I'm talking about studio and studio productions and stuff like that, just the amount of work that they're going into everything here. You can see them right here, like messing with the lighting. You got the 3 points that's setting over here, which is actually pretty cool. I don't know why I don't ever watch quite the ending of these, because some of them have been pretty interesting to see. General set designs, which is, I wonder if they've used that particular set somewhere else in a different video before, or if they built that one specifically for Drunken Sailor. That would have been really cool. I'm pretty sure somebody will let me know if they had built that specifically for the video, or if they've used that a couple of different times. I feel like they've used that a few times. I believe that would have been the background in the Skyrim video, but you know, changing out the wheel for swords and stuff like that, or making it look a lot more medieval than it is, you know, during the day of pirate. I don't know. That's just, it's fun to think about without knowing like the backstory to their entire production, which I really wish there was a lot more like BTS, or maybe I'm just not looking in the right spaces for it. I would love to react to a lot of like the behind the scenes that they do for making these videos. That would be so incredibly cool. It really would. But that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys so much for coming in and chilling out with us. It's always such a blast to be able to watch VoicePlay and be able to react to them. And I try to really kind of dive into it a little bit. Just trying to pick out some new stuff, things that interest me. I have a big interest in like cinematography and stuff like that. I have a big interest in set design, so being able to see that kind of work together and seeing how they built that is just absolutely amazing. If you guys want to see more content like this, or this is the kind of content you enjoy, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that bell notification too, so you can know exactly when I go live. Go ahead and hit that like button as well, because that lets me know this is the kind of content you like to see. And while you're at it, you should go ahead and see more reactions. You can go over there to that little tiny dot, and I'll have a playlist of all my reactions, or you can click on this video right over here. That's the video YouTube said that you're going to enjoy the most, and I would have to agree with them on that. You should go do that. Go do that. But thank you guys so much for coming in, chilling out. I will see you all in the next one. Bye.